Hi everyone, we are the Business Rangers, group number 12, and we, group 12, will discuss to you the continuation of chapter 10, Building the Financial Leg Dashboard, pages 186 to 196. Now, I'm going to discuss to you a few examples of dashboards that can provide you with some ideas for how you might select and format your own financial dashboards. First figure is figure 10-2. So this image illustrates a 4-panel financial dashboard from VisualCAD. So this dashboard uses meter or gauge to specify level of performance and varying bar heights and thicknesses at greater length. Next is figure 10-3. It's a sophisticated software program-based financial dashboard for an oil refinery company. Next figure is figure 10-4. So as you can see, it shows a simple financial dashboard that are used by pizza delivery vendors. So this dashboard updates their data after each delivery to check their profitability. Another figure it illustrates a customer care central financial dashboard. So this dashboard also uses bar charts and color-coded indicators to help the management to instantly spot or see errors. Lastly, figure 10-6. So this is the most outstanding financial dashboard among the 4 figures given. So as you can see, this dashboard uses tachometer, fuel gauge, and speedometer graphic to display numerous financial information for the management to better understand the entire financial and also operational picture of the company.
So for the continuation, next is enabling response and adjustment agility and flexibility. In this part, we tackle about ways to ensure that you are able to respond quickly when things start to go really bad in a big way. First is for your electronic dashboard. Think through what might be excellent with early warning signals, so you need to know how to track changes in your electronic dashboard, changes in intensity and increasing voluble warning signals. Second is develop if-then contingency planning decision paths. By this, it could be a standard operating procedure for your organization that has options for detecting variations for the adjustment. Third is develop a series of decision maps covering impossible reasons for certain trends. This could help you get the core issues and for you to know what are the things that needs to be adjusted. And last, enable point and click capability wherever possible. This could help your users to see contributors to the calculation and their trends. This could also help you find causes that keeps you off track and helps you to find what are the things that needs to be fixed. Let's proceed to avoiding pitfalls while designing dashboards. First is the selecting the wrong measure. In this part, we will tackle what are the things that needs to be considered to avoid pitfalls. First is the strategy measures needs to link to your overall strategy. So you need to state useful information on how you achieve your long-term goals and also pursuing your strategic plan. And second, key performance indicators or KPI are often the first financial measures selected, and while much easier to relate to actual delivery of products and services to your customers. So they must work aligned with your strategic financial measures to give you a complete information. So let's proceed to the second one, which is the organizing goals and objectives poorly. So company usually has something that is an important metric to its industry. So there is almost at least one goal related to the improvement in one or more of those metrics. So we need to be careful on how to organize our goal and objectives. So to avoid organizing it poorly, we need to know the aims, the vision, the mission, the ethics, the level of understanding, the skills, and the knowledge within the organization. Next is having the wrong numbers of financial measures. It also states here that if you have too many or too few, once again you will not get the correct picture from which to make your key strategic and operational decisions. So the best thing to do here is to have at least 5 to 8 financial measures where it all states all about combining strategies and operational perspective and also the growth of the customers, and for you to know how to provide the best complete information. And lastly, thinking in the short-term thinking. A frequent pitfall is when a company sets up its financial dashboard to focus on short-term performance only and does not allow for long-term assessment. Some sure signs that you've got the problems are: first is having financial measures that are strongly linked to compensation bonus or privileges. It may focus on the aspects of performance that will result to compensation rewards, regardless of their long-term impact of the company, like leading to off track and not focusing on the core issues that needs to be fixed. And last, lack of solid linkage between financial and growth dashboard and scorecard. It's like you think that you're doing the right steps, but the truth is there's a lot of paths that you have skipped. Like you're not really aligned on your long-term goals and target market. The only key here is to create flexibility in your collection and formatting system. So when things change, variations are selectable easily. So long-term planning can always be incorporated in actual decisions.
Now let's proceed to understanding your financial dashboard. The business need to understand what their dashboards can and cannot provide to refine ways to continuously improve these dashboards, to settle on decisions about what they perceive as business needs and measure of success. Dashboards guarantee that everybody in the business knows about what the present needs and indication of success are. Next is make it part of your daily work. Making a financial dashboard requires a fundamental change in the way you look at the financial data. This is because first, non-financial managers view financial reports and information as generally unconnected to real life. So delivering financial information to people who don't have formal training in finance and accounting can be challenging. So it is important to understand how finance functions and works. Second, the key financial ratios or comparisons are typically not even used in most financial reports. It is important to comparing financial ratios with the major competitors to identify whether a company is performing better or worse than the industry average. Third is usual financial information is provided on a current versus past basis and does not show trends, nor does it provide actual versus budget data historical comparison. And last, most operational or department managers don't get foundational training and financial measures. Given those historic obstacles and hindrances, here are some helpful ideas to integrate your financial measures into everyday business life. First is talk about using a combination of short daily team meetings, which are about 5 minutes long, and visual management boards. So using meetings and visual management boards will reflect and update the performance indicator of teams, which help identify business trends so an organization can take action and address problems. Second is, if you work on a computer routinely, set up the dashboard to be the first thing you see in the morning to see which projects are on track, off track, close, and achieve specific milestone, and can immediately know where the help of the continuous improvement program is used a power steering software. Third is proactively schedule a daily block on your calendar. So set a time, schedule at least half an hour in a day to meet, discuss and work with your management about key financial measures. Fourth, format your financial dashboard to one page and keep it simple. Fifth, freely used graphics such as the tachometers, speedometers, gauges, and light indicators. So the data must be presented in a format that is optimized, and also avoid using complicated tables to make more understandable and useful. 6. You will need to discontinue current practices that do not help your financial measure to daily activities. So discover other ways to incorporate financial measure and change your team to accommodate the need information more frequently. And last, have patience and make indoctrination of the financial measures as something you will recognize and reward in your management and team members.
Next topic will be, so what does it mean and how will I know what to do next? It will help us to identify and track all relevant financial leg. It also track our expenses, sales, and profit in detail so that we can identify if we gain or lost our profit. There are 3 big financial measures for a company. First, return on asset is a probability ratio that provides how much profit a company is able to generate from its assets. Next, net profit. It is the money left after we pay all the expenses. It is like our paycheck. Lastly, operating cash flow. It is a measure of amount of cash generated by a company's normal business operations. These 3 big financial measures is very useful in our company. Here are some basic relationships of financial measure to help you along. First, looking at monthly rate of receivables with revenues. Second, seeing market and industry changes in revenue or margins. Third, always look over the financial measures and compare them to the current strategy. Fourth, tracking trends operational measures. And lastly, continuous improvement program. And the last topic for this chapter is follow through. It's what for breakfast. This concept is one of the most useful and important knowledge. Here are some ideas to ensure follow through include: remember, you are a leader as well as a manager. We should be responsible in every action or decision we make. Then, learn focus every way you can regarding to financial measure. Focus or stick to what is planned. Next, when you're starting out, many things will go wrong or just not work too well. Recognize those who are using it. Ensure there are structures and systems in place based on your balance scorecard and the use of financial dashboard and measures. Next, highlight excellence in development. You should brainstorm with your team and ask for their ideas and suggestions. And lastly, review your progress from time to time. The main point is, financial dashboards are one of the most powerful tools that manage to use in making the right decision. There are 2 things to consider. It's either you use them or lose them. So that will end our discussion for the chapter 10. Thank you for listening and have a good day.